Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Cage as we get set for day number 2 at the Clash at Canyons. As this is the consolation game between Oxnard College and Cuyamaca College here on a Saturday. Happy to have you along. I'm Matt Robinson, and we are nearly ready to go. Just waiting on the officials to walk out. Had a little bit of a delay. Cuyamaca had some travel troubles on the way up here. But everybody all right, everybody's made it, and we are ready to go with some college basketball. Part of a triple header here on the Cougar Sports Network today, as the next game up is Barstow against College of the Canyons in the championship game of the Clash at Canyons tip-off event, followed by some college football later on tonight, a big matchup if you're joining us for that, or if you feel like tuning in for that, between COC and the Ventura College Vikings, as Oxnard in their white uniforms moving to our left here in the first half. Cuyamaca in those baby blue, sky blue uniforms moving to our right. As the first shot of the game does not fall, as Raheem Williams will bring it up the floor for the Coyotes. He is fouled out high, and we'll have a stoppage of play. Foul's going to go against Tevin Bishop, his first foul. It's early on in the ball game, just underway. As Williams will play it to the far side. Ray King, who was held to just 12 points the other night for Cuyamaca, but is one of the more dangerous men on their side. On the Oxnard side, a three-pointer from Chris Jackson didn't go. He had 18 on Thursday in the loss for Oxnard, as an offensive foul going to be called against the Coyotes. It's going to go against Raheem Williams, his first. The Oxnard basketball, as we said, Jackson the other night, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals in the ball game. Only bested by this guy who's driving to the basket, James Webster, had 31 and 10, a double-double. So far here early on, neither team shooting the basketball well. Everybody empty on each side. Here's Brinkman with the basketball for Cuyamaca. We'll play it over to Raheem Williams. He wants to put it on the floor, drives to the paint, wanted to dump it off to King, but good defense by Oxnard as they take away and run back the other direction. Webster, good dish. Jackson to the bucket, but Brinkman there to defend him. Now De La Cruz out high. Bishop will put up a 3-ball, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cuyamaca, and Ray King will walk it up the floor. Coyotes 0-2 on the year, lost their first game of the season on the road, and then lost on Thursday here to Barstow in what was a low-scoring, tight game the whole way. As Brinkman gets the first bucket of the day. On a little turnaround with the left hand from just outside the painted area. For Oxnard, lost 102-82 against College of the Canyons. As Webster going to be called for a foul coming up the floor, had a hold on Raheem Williams. And we'll have a timeout on the floor called by Oxnard. First time out of the ball game, 17:20 to go here in the first. And we'll step aside for just a second. So it'll be Cuyamaca basketball out of the break. As Williams will bring it up the floor. Guarded by Bishop, will send it over to King. Webster on him. And an offensive foul going to be called against King. Good job by Chris Jackson to draw it. They said King with the forearm into Jackson's body created the separation. Here's Bishop with the basketball. Didn't have any points on Thursday. Drive to the bucket here, wants to kick it out. De La Cruz, extra pass over to Jackson. He drives up and under, the scoop and score there for Jackson. And we're even at 2-all. Williams back to King. These two pretty much ran the point for Cuyamaca the other night. King, a step back jumper from 2-point range. Fell on the rim but didn't fall down. And the rebound to Jackson. Vega stops, pops. Just inside the 3-point line, didn't get it to go, was short, and was defended by one of the Coyotes. There'll be a rebound for Cuyamaca. Williams with 8 points the other night in 29 minutes, will hold it out high, gets it to Fitzner. Fitzner led the way for Cuyamaca on Thursday. His shot misses, but there for the putback score is PJ Brinkman. Brinkman had just 8 the other night, but it was pretty much him and Fitzner down low on the block. Against Barstow, foul gonna be called. Gonna go against PJ Brinkman, his first. And it'll send De La Cruz to the line. Did not have a free throw the other night. Makes the first. Second, no good. So it's a 1-point game, 4-3. A little over 4 minutes gone here in the first half. Coyotes and the Condors on a Saturday afternoon. Shooting foul going to be called. Williams going to go to the line. I believe they said it was a cylinder foul. And actually, no, so the official on the inner side says it's a push. So it'll send Williams to the line. Williams didn't shoot a free throw the other night. Misses the first. Cuyamaca coached by Rob Watkowski in his 18th season. For Oxnard, Ron McClurkin, the head coach. Bishop out. They bring in Hagen. Both free throws from Williams do not go, but then after the offensive rebound, Fitzner is fouled. It'll be the 4th foul on Oxnard. Off the inbound, King. Lost the handle, got it back. Wanted to shoot right off the inbound, thought better of it. Brinkman now on the inside. The far block, drives, score it, and the foul. Brinkman just turn around and muscles his way to the bucket. Brinkman misses. So it's a 3-point game here. Could not complete the 3-point play. De La Cruz dribbles it off his own foot, but they say it actually went off of Fitzner. So it'll stay with Oxnard here. Jackson will catch out high. Williams guarding him, but Jackson able to work off the screen. We'll kick it over to Vega, wanted to drive, kicks it out. De La Cruz, three-pointer on the way, missed it off the left. Rebound pulled down by Ray King, but he's surrounded by both Webster and Jackson. Did a good job just to dribble out of the trouble. As King, the sophomore out of Otay Ranch High School, wants to drive. We'll kick it over. Fitzner stops and pops from about 18. Didn't get it to go. Jackson able to rip down the rebound and work the ball ahead. Vega drives into the paint, bounce pass, little floater from Hagen, didn't fall. It was defended by Acosta. Allow Cuyamaca to go back the other way. King guarded out high by Webster. This will be a fun battle the whole day if these two are on one another, Webster and King. Fitzner down low against Jackson will just muscle his way to the basket and lay it home. 5-point lead, largest of the game so far. Neither team has broken double digits here early on, as we're 6 minutes into the basketball game. Bounce pass taken away, Raheem Williams on a breakaway, and will go up for the one-handed slam. 7-point lead here for Cuyamaca. It does not seem that the travel trouble has played much factor here early on, as the Coyotes looking good early. Williams with a steal, throws it far side. Acosta, corner three, he's got it. And a timeout on the floor. 10-point lead for Oxnard. 13:27 to go here in the first from the Cougar cage.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Ten-point lead here for Oxnard, or excuse me, for Cuyamaca early in the basketball game, as they have shot the ball well early on. (13-3) the score. Allman into the game for the Condors. They'll send it far side to Jackson, who played 39 of the 40 minutes on Thursday. Three-pointer did not fall for Juarez. Oxnard, though, with the offensive board. Jackson wanted to throw it over to Juarez. It goes through his hands and out of play. There's another turnover here on the Condors. It's just been a rough start here for Oxnard. Cuyamaca gonna have Fitzner bring it up the floor. Trying to loosen up King. Guarded tightly by Vega, wants to take him off the dribble, drives, lays it in with the right hand. Wanted a foul on it, didn't get it, but good movement by Ray King. One-on-one against Vega. Oxnard, Jackson drives. They're gonna say the foul is gonna be on the floor. It's gonna go against Carlos Arevalo. It'll be the fourth foul on Cuyamaca here. Off the inbound, three-pointer didn't score. De La Cruz was just a little short on it, had a hand in his face. Here's King again, working one-on-one with Vega. Over to Arevalo. Arevalo will work off the dribble, gets it to King. King with 10 to shoot will pop a three-pointer. He's fouled on the three-pointer by Vega running through. And King will go to the line to shoot three.
Vega first personal. Ray King to the line for three.
King 60% from the line on Thursday. makes the first. Second is good as well. Webster back into the game as they get Jackson a break for Oxnard. King knocks down all three. 15-point lead here for the Coyotes. Oxnard desperately trying to get something going here. Allman will send it over to De La Cruz. He's fouled. Foul is on the floor. It'll be the 5th against Cuyamaca here. 6 fouls against Oxnard. That one goes out off of Oxnard, and it'll be Coyote basketball. King will work it ahead. Costa on the catch, skips it down low, but Webster with the steal. Wants to run back the other way with pace. Allman back to Webster, thought about it, now will put it on the floor, drives, did not draw a foul. Kind of looked at the official like, where was it? Didn't get the call. So then this one thrown out off of Oxnard, they say it was tipped, so it'll stay with the Coyotes here. Off the inbound, Fitzner. Three-pointer that didn't fall. Back the other way comes Oxnard. Webster. Get it into the corner. Hagen. Far side, corner 3 on the way from Allman, doesn't fall. The Coyotes with the rebound, working back the other way. Here's Fitzner. Dumps it off. Corner. McManus, three-pointer. No, too strong. Fitzner pulls down the board. Will kick it back inside. McManus with the left hand off the glass. Didn't fall, as Juarez was there to challenge him. And the Condors back the other way. Jackson all the way down the floor to the bucket and lays it home. First points in a while for the Condors. Gets the lead back to 13. Was 16 for a moment. Three-pointer did not fall. Webster will run back the other way for Oxnard, trying to put on a little run of their own. As Cuyamaca opened on an 18-3 run. Webster going to be fouled down low, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Webster unable to knock down the first, shot 69.2% from the foul line on Thursday. Makes the second. So splits the pair, lead down to 12. Still plenty of time left in the ball game, very early on. But it's been all Coyotes so far. Horn tried to drive, got it inside. McManus couldn't get it to go. Jackson pulls down the rebound, wants to run the floor the other way. Hands it off to Hagen. He'll take a deep 3, and he got it. Oxnard starting to find their stroke now. 3 straight buckets for the Condors. Timeout on the floor by Cuyamaca. 9:34 to go here in the first. 18-9, a 9-point game here from the Cougar cage. So we go back to work, 9-point game. Cuyamaca with the basketball. The foul is going to be on the floor, they say. So it'll send Williams to the line for a 1-and-1. It's Cuyamaca in the bonus.
Williams to the line for 1.
Williams knocks down the first. Second, no good. Webster pulls down the rebound. He's fouled as he was trying to throw it ahead. Foul going to go against Clay Horn. As it'll put Oxnard in the bonus as well, so we'll shoot free throws the rest of the way with 9:22 to go in the first half. As a violation going to be called against Oxnard, so the free throw does not count. It's a 10-point lead. And then over and back going to be called against Cuyamaca. Shelton went back over the center stripe. De La Cruz to bring it in here for Oxnard. Hagan on the catch. We'll get it to Jackson, three-pointer. Was halfway down the cylinder, didn't go. Webster, though, with the rebound. Tried for the putback, no. Gets his own rebound, misses again. Cuyamaca will go back the other way. Williams is hurt. And they'll get Williams off the floor here. So King and Fitzner back in. Williams and Acosta will come off. Medical staff gonna take care of Raheem Williams. So I can see Amy Robinson, the athletic trainer for today's games, with some gloves on. So we'll go back to work here. King puts a three-pointer up and knocks it down from deep three-point range. It's well outside 20 feet 9 inches. Three-pointer on the other side, good for Vega. That's a 10-point game. So there's two lines on the floor. I believe we're playing off the inside line now. That's another three-pointer for King. We trade three-point salvos on each side. Webster, dribble drive. Stops up at the foul line, didn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Brinkman. King had it, but had it poked out of his hands from behind by Vega. I think Oxnard will take that result, as King was trying to flash up the floor with some speed, and good job by Vega getting back on defense to make sure he couldn't do anything with it. Forces an inbound play. Shelton now will run the point. Gets it to King, guarded by Hagan. King off the screen, three-pointer, too strong. Webster right there for a rebound. Will hand it off to Vega, who will run it up the floor. Vega wanted to pop a three-pointer. Instead, we'll get it to Jackson. Jackson fouled on the floor, so he'll go to the line and shoot 1-and-1. And they're actually going to say it's 2 shots here. So Jackson to the line to shoot 2. 25-12, 7:37 to go here in the first. Jackson makes the first of 2. Second for Jackson, no good. Fitzner pulls down the rebound. And King will bring it up the floor. Vega guarding King here. King will work around some screens, picks up his dribble, throws it over to Arevalo. He wanted to drive to the foul line. Instead, will dump it off to Brinkman, but it's stolen by Webster. Breakaway for Webster. Tried to go up for the slam and missed it. Was short on it. You heard the footsteps of Ray King. And what should have been an easy bucket for Oxnard to get us back to a 10-point game instead goes by the wayside. Cuyamaca, though, will turn it over, and it'll be Oxnard basketball with the length of the floor to work. Jackson looks off, throws it inside. Vega for the bucket. Good pass by Jackson that time. As he was looking left the entire way, pump faked a couple of times and then whipped it into Vega. Fitzner over to King. King on the drive is fouled. They're going to call the foul on Anthony De La Cruz. They'll send King to the line. King trying to gather himself a little bit, went down to the floor pretty hard. King misses the first. Second is good. 11-point lead here for Cuyamaca. Oxnard quickly ahead, three-pointer wide open. Ricky Hagan knocks it down. Good vision by Jackson on the pass ahead, right off the inbound to catch the Coyotes a little bit sleeping at that point in time. Here's King. Works it to Fitzner, who's been quiet here today. Wants to drive against Vega. Vega stole it from him, but as he was falling down, bounced the ball off the end line, and it'll be Cuyamaca basketball. Fitzner on the catch from just outside the painted area. Didn't go. King with the board and the putback. Good work by Ray King, just going up over the top of Aries Vega to pull down the rebound. Tipped it to himself and then put it back. De La Cruz in the corner, back up top to Jackson. Wanted to sling it wide. Now we'll get it inside to Webster. Webster kicks it out. Three-pointer Vega, no good. Rebound pulled down. Jackson three-pointer, too strong. Another rebound finds its way to De La Cruz. And it'll be Oxnard again on a full reset here. Jackson over to Webster. Vega, extra pass into the corner. Hagan, three, no good. Missed it. Went off of Cuyamaca body, though, and out. And it'll be 14 seconds on the shot clock here for Oxnard. Ball never touched the rim, so it's not a reset here. Jackson to swing it in, gets it to Vega on the inbound three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Webster, who had outside position on Fitzner, but still got to the ball. Long possession here for the Condors. They need to come away with 2 points after having the ball for as long as they've had here. Vega, though, misses on the three. Fitzner pulls down the rebound. And so it's an empty possession and a long one at that for Oxnard. King on the isolation, kicks it into the corner, extra pass. Fitzner, three-pointer, short. Vega pulls down the rebound, outlets to Hagan, and he'll slow it down. Webster here for the Condors. He'll step into a wide open three, but missed it. Was deep beyond the three-point line. Decided to take it as he was wide open and just didn't knock it down. 4:25 to go here in the first half. 10-point lead here for Cuyamaca. 28-18, Fitzner on the drive. Jump ball tie-up gonna be called. Basketball is with Cuyamaca here.
So the possession arrow will change. It's a good tie-up by Jackson. Fitzner will get a break. Shahadi will get a break as well for Cuyamaca. Bounce pass on the inside to Brinkman underneath the basket. Able to fight his way through defenders and lay it in. And the lead now up to 12. Oxnard working the ball around, trying to find that open look. Into the corner, three-pointer, Allman on the way, too long. Brinkman pulled down the board, had it poked out of his hands. Webster able to pick it up and put it in. And you can credit Aries Vega with the steal there as he poked it out of Brinkman's hands from behind and popped it right to Webster, who gets the cleanup. Brinkman on the catch down low. Turnaround left-handed hook shot didn't go. Rebound pulled down by Cuyamaca. They'll kick it out. McManus three-pointer, no good. And Jackson able to pull down the board. They'll bring it ahead. Wants to drive, kicks it back. Vega, three-pointer on the way, and he got it. Lead down to 7. So once again, Oxnard charging here late in the first half. Brinkman on the catch. We'll see if Cuyamaca decides to slow things down. Jackson able to poke that one away. As the bounce pass from Revelo was a little bit soft. He's maybe lucky that Jackson didn't straight steal that one away. King with 4 to shoot, kicks it into the corner, three-pointer on the way, no good. Webster able to get the rebound that popped out to him. Oxnard wants to run the floor back quickly the other way. Webster, De La Cruz, Vega, corner three. Didn't go, too flat. Costa rips down the rebound. The Condors, or excuse me, the Coyotes gonna take their time up the floor here. Arevalo, guarded by Vega. Over to King, Jackson now guarding him. So we'll see if King tries to take Jackson one-on-one off the dribble. Jump step. Good, and a good shot from King from right about the foul line. Little fall away jumper. Now De La Cruz, little baby hook in the lane, good. Seven-point lead inside of 2 minutes to go in the first half. Remember, we'll have more basketball for you here on the Cougar Sports Network after the completion of this one. The championship game of the Clash at Canyons tip-off event between Barstow and COC. Costa, a three-pointer, did not fall. Condor is able to pull down the rebound. Bounce pass inside, De La Cruz, and he's able to score it. Fought off the pressure from Ray King after he didn't catch the pass cleanly and just banked it off the backboard and in. Now King drives, no. Putback chance didn't go. Brinkman able to pull down the rebound. He fights to the bucket, no. But a putback there for Horn. And stretches it back to 7. 60 seconds to go in the ball game, or in the first half, excuse me. Three-pointer, Vega, deep, no good. King will bring down the rebound. And Cuyamaca going to take their time here. With about a 22-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. They'll take an early shot clock three that didn't find anything. Brinkman just trying to keep it in play, ends up giving it to Oxnard. And Allman will run the floor, gets it back. Jackson, three-pointer in rhythm, didn't go. Shot clock is off. King able to pull down the rebound. Oxnard, full court press here late. And now we'll try and get back on defense with 20 seconds left here in the first half. King will work to the left. 9 seconds left here. Trying trying to work around Webster, and an offensive foul going to be called against King with 1.9. That's the third on King. So we'll get him off the floor here. And with Williams still on the bench, as De La Cruz buzzer three doesn't go. It'll be a 7-point lead for Cuyamaca, 34-27 at the end of the first half. We'll take a break. Second half action here on the Cougar Sports Network in just a bit.
Welcome back inside the Cougar cage as we are between the first and the second. Here between Cuyamaca and Oxnard. A 34-27 lead for the Coyotes after 20 minutes. Take a look at some of the first half numbers. Ray King leading all scorers on the floor with 16 in the first half. 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from downtown, and 4 of 5 from the line. Also had 7 rebounds. So approaching double-double status for him. Brinkman with 8 for Cuyamaca. And Jake Fitzner, who led the way the other night, just with 2 points. And remember, Cuyamaca without Raheem Williams for a good portion of that first half. He only had 3 points in the first half, so he was rather quiet in the first. For Oxnard, Maurice Vega leading the way with 8. And you've got Chris Jackson and Anthony De La Cruz each with 5. Ricky Hagan with 6 off the bench. For the story, really, James Webster just 3 points in the first half. Has done good on the board, 7 rebounds. Has an assist, 2 steals, and a block as well. But just has not been able to find the bucket. 1 of 8 from the floor in the first half. As you look at the totals in the first half, Cuyamaca shooting 30% from 3, 39% from the floor. You compare that to Oxnard, shooting just 25% from the field and 16.7% from 3, 4 of 24 in the first half. And that is certainly something Coach McClurkin will like to talk about in the locker room, try and get his Condors team shooting a little bit better, especially from 3, as they just have not had the touch from downtown. Cuyamaca leading the battle in the paint, 18-10. Rebound battle, 30-22 in favor of Cuyamaca as well. So they're leading the way inside the paint on pretty much every category. And they've led the game the entire way, opened the scoring early, and have led by as much as 15. But the lead now down to 7 as we get ready for second half action. Just waiting for Oxnard to return. We'll step aside for a second, and we'll bring you the second half in just a moment. Oxnard with the basketball to start here in the second half as we get ready for the final 20 minutes. As it's 34-27 in favor of Cuyamaca. De La Cruz with the basketball here on the near side wing. Raheem Williams is back on the floor for the Coyotes with a bandage on his right cheek, so good to see he's back in there. And Jackson, right out of the break, knocks down a three. We talked about that at the break for Oxnard, needing to shoot better from three-point range, and Jackson starts him off well. Just the 5th three ball of the game for the Condors. Brinkman couldn't pull down the rebound. Bishop will bring it up the floor and back it off. Here's Jackson again, another deep three. This time was too strong. Williams on the closeout made it tough on him. Here's King back the other way. We'll stop it up just inside the timeline. Gets it to Williams. They want to get it inside to Fitzner, but it's poked away from him by De La Cruz. Back the other way comes Webster. Drives, and he's going to draw an offensive foul. Actually, Ray King's going to draw the offensive foul. They give the foul to Webster. King did a good job, plant his feet, set the spot, and draw the charge. Cuyamaca trying to go quick here. King and Webster again. Inside towards Brinkman, poked out by De La Cruz. I think Cuyamaca sees a mismatch down low with Brinkman against De La Cruz. Brinkman 6'6", De La Cruz 6'2", so maybe trying to use the size. And Brinkman kind of built like a linebacker as well. He's a big body down low. Both him and Fitzner. Brinkman, good vision down low. But the reverse layup from Acosta didn't fall. And Oxnard gonna break back quickly the other way, trailing by 4. Three-pointer from the corner by Webster, no. Fitzner pulls down the rebound. And Williams will bring it ahead. Again, inside to Brinkman. De La Cruz working hard against him. Now Fitzner comes over to help. He'll pop from about 18 and knocks it stiff. Just the 2nd bucket of the afternoon for Fitzner. He's now got 4. Three-pointer from Vega didn't fall. King now with the basketball. They wanted to get it inside to Fitzner, but instead King will try and take Webster off the dribble, and he'll draw a foul. That'll be the 3rd against Webster here. So here's Williams, pops from the foul line, didn't get it to go. Jackson pulls down the rebound. Now Jackson off the catch, dishes it inside. Good vision, but Webster couldn't finish it. Gotta have Webster finish that one if you're Oxnard. Could have closed it back down to a 4-point lead. Instead, it's a 6-point lead here for Cuyamaca. Good job by De La Cruz. Reads the pass inside, throws it ahead. Vega scoops it up and under and in. Vega now in double figures with 10. And another turnover by Cuyamaca here. Timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout. So we'll step aside for a second here. Timeout by the Coyotes. 36-32 in favor of Cuyamaca here from the Cougar cage.
36-32. Cuyamaca in the lead. Just inside of 16 and a half to go. Brinkman way out high, guarded now. We'll give it off to Williams. And an offensive foul going to be called. I believe it's going to go against Fitzner here. And it is on Fitzner, his second. So a turnover by the Coyotes on an offensive foul away from the basketball. Here's Vega, guarded by King. Condors all on the outside here. Three-pointer from Hagen didn't go. 3 white jerseys went up for the rebound. Vega eventually fights for it and pulls it out of the pile and then draws the foul. He'll go to the line. I'll send Aries Vega to the line for 2. Made all his free throws the other night. First does not go. So broadcaster jinx in full effect. And surely is, not meaning to, but misses both. And it'll stay a 4-point lead here for Cuyamaca. Seems like anytime you tell you folks at home that somebody's perfect from the foul line, they seem to miss the next one. Foul going to be called out high on De La Cruz. Going to be his 3rd. It's off the inbound. Brinkman will put it on the floor for just a step. Now we'll get it to Cruz. Back to the basket. Turns around. Jumper from the foul line. Didn't go. Good defense by Chris Jackson. Rebound pulled down by Vega. And Oxnard worked back the other way. Vega, 3-pointer, trying to get it to a 1-point game. Missed it. Williams able to pull down the rebound. He's going to be called for a double dribble here. They say it was actually a travel. Williams doesn't agree with it. I think his argument was that he was just tipping the basketball down on the first touch. But only opinion that matters at that point is the officials. Is the miss out of the inbound play. And Williams will bring it up the floor here for Cuyamaca. Williams working off the Fitzner screen. Now they get it inside to Fitzner. Spins, takes a jumper over the top of Juarez. Juarez didn't even get a hand up in the face, and Fitzner now with 6 after he's made his 2nd bucket here the second half. Jackson over to Vega, drives baseline, went under, extra pass, Jackson up high, now over to Vega. They work it back around, Hagen 3, didn't go. Rebound pulled down by De La Cruz. Back to Vega, over to Hagen, extra pass into the corner, Jackson 3-pointer, too strong. Fitzner and De La Cruz battling for it. It'll go out off of Fitzner. It'll stay with Oxnard here, 14:22 to go. 38-32. Really good work down low by De La Cruz on this possession. Right out of the inbound, though, Juarez had it partially tipped. Cuyamaca able to come away with it. They'll set the offense here. Jelani Shelton will play it over to Arevalo. King trying to get loose from Hagen. Now we'll just go one-on-one with him. Works off the screen. Wanted to throw it, ball was tipped, got it back, kicked it over. 3-pointer from Shelton didn't go. And then on the putback, a foul. And Cuyamaca gonna go to the line. McManus will go to the foul line. Shot 80% from free throw line on Thursday. First one for McManus, no good. Tevin Bishop back in. They're going to get James Webster off the floor. Webster's had a tough night tonight. Just 3 points. Tough afternoon, we should say. McManus misses both. So free throws, as always important, become even more important as the clock winds down here. That was 2 chances for Cuyamaca at free looks, and they just couldn't get either of them. Here's Bishop. Swings it over. 3-pointer from Juarez, no good. Arevalo pulls down the rebound. Outlet towards King. King wanted to go on a fast break. Now we'll slow it up. Tried to drive. And an offensive foul going to be called against Ray King. That's going to be his 4th, I believe. That'll be the 4th on King. Good job by Jackson to draw it. King went in with a head of steam towards the basket, lost the basketball, and then ran over Jackson. Bishop, 3-pointer on the way, knocks it down. 1 possession game, 38-35, as Bishop knocks down the 3. Here's Williams now. Over to Shelton, 3-pointer, no good. Vega able to pull down the rebound. Dumps it off to Jackson. He'll bring it up the floor. Throws it onto the wing. Now to Vega, wanted to drive, sent it into the corner, but it was too low and it went right between the legs of Ricky Hagan. There's a turnover on Oxnard. Comes out in a full court defense here to make Williams work up the floor. Shelton fakes, drives, and they say he's fouled when he got into the paint. Foul goes against Vega, his 2nd. And then a foul on the floor before the inbound. And it's going to go against Vega. That'll be his 3rd now. And they get Webster on the floor and Vega back off. Shelton wanted to drive off the inbound. We'll get it over to Brinkman, just outside the block on the near side. He's fouled on a reach. I think they're going to actually give it to Juarez here. And it puts Cuyamaca in the bonus, so they'll shoot 1-1 the rest of the way. 12:29 to go here in the first, or in the second, excuse me. First of 2 games today. Here in men's basketball. Up next, the championship game of the Clash of Canyons tip-off event between the Barstow Vikings and the College of the Canyons Cougars. 3 o'clock scheduled start time, but may start a little later than that. I would guess closer to 3:15. Brinkman makes them both. So it's back to a 5-point lead here for the Coyotes as Bishop wants to drive. A little scoop on a float, didn't go. Brinkman able to pull down the rebound, got it to Williams. Williams just slowly working his way ahead. He's able to get it over to McManus. And his little hook shot finds the hole. Taylor Cruz wants to drive baseline, blocked by Brinkman. Outlet ahead, Williams. Under the basket, will lay it home. And all of a sudden, it's back to a 9-point lead here for Cuyamaca. As Webster fouled, he'll go to the line. Webster makes the first. Second doesn't go. And the rebound tips its way over to Raheem Williams. Williams wanted to drive, guarded tightly by Bishop, gets to the painted area, threw it off the glass, didn't get it to go. Webster fouled, trying to work it back up the floor. Be just the 5th foul on Cuyamaca here in the second half, but it's the 3rd foul on Carlos Arevalo. And he'll come off the floor along with Brinkman. Fitzner back on, along with Acosta. As we go back to work. 11:15 to go here in the second half. Vega on the catch. Jackson on the drive. Kicks out. Bishop, 3. No good. Shelton able to pull down the rebound. Trying to dribble away from Vega, who was tightly on him. Able to get away. And Cuyamaca will bring it up the floor. Here's Williams on the far wing. Straight up the middle now to Shelton. He'll work to his left. Hops inside, and a foul going to be called down low. Pass was into McManus, who was just trying to gather and put it up. And ends up drawing the foul against Anthony De La Cruz. That's the 4th on De La Cruz. So we'll go McManus to the line. First by McManus is good. A timeout called on the floor by Oxnard. We'll take a break. 45-36 in favor of Cuyamaca. Here with 10:39 to go in the basketball game. So we'll finish off the free throws here for McManus. Misses on the second. Webster able to pull down the rebound. He wants to go with speed ahead. Threw it over to Bishop, but it was too low for Bishop to do anything with it. Got it back to Webster, who missed the 3. An air ball goes out. And it'll be Cuyamaca basketball. Oxnard coming out in a press here. They want to defend the full length of the floor here, trailing by 11. Actually, bad math, trailing by 9. Acosta missed on the 3. Webster pulls it down, sprints the other way, goes to the bucket and gets it to go. Webster showing off some athleticism there. As he drove it up the floor and threw it off the glass and in. There's McManus. Out to Fitzner. Foul line jumper, no. Rebound pulled down by Cuyamaca. 3-pointer from Shelton, no good. And And Webster that time able to pull down the board. Sent it ahead. De La Cruz fouled by Fitzner. He'll go to the line.
Foul on Jake Fitzner, third personal. Anthony De La Cruz to the line for 2.
First from De La Cruz. Second no good as well. And then down on the other side, a foul called as Williams drove to the basket. And that's going to be the 5th on Anthony De La Cruz. And so that's going to send him to the bench for the rest of the night. With 9:19 to go.
Billy Allman into the game. Raheem Williams to the line for 2.
So that'll send Billy Allman back onto the floor. So you can end the night for De La Cruz. Had a tough assignment down low against Fitzner for most of the night, but has done a good job to hold him pretty quiet on the stat sheet as Williams misses the first. 8-point game. Williams misses both, so it stays an 8-point game. Chance for Oxnard to cut into the lead. Three-pointer missed everything from Allman, fresh off the bench, and steps into a 3 right away. Back the other way, Cuyamaca. McManus slows it down. Shelton almost ran right into Raheem Williams, now has to dribble away from pressure. Now wants to drive against Allman, goes up with the left hand, he draws the foul, will go to the line.
Billy Allman foul, first personal. Shelton to the line for 2.
First of 2 from Shelton is good. Second one is good as well. It's 47-38. Back to a 9-point lead here for Cuyamaca. Here's Webster, step back, 3, short. McManus pulls down the rebound, throws it ahead. Has Acosta wide open, but then was challenged by Webster. Good job by Webster to run back and play D. And take away what might have been an easy bucket for Acosta. Back on the other side, 3-pointer for Bishop, good. And it's a 6-point lead. But Oxnard forgets to get back on defense. And Cuyamaca lays it home with an easy bucket for Anthony McManus. Jackson wanted to drive, had it stripped. Breakaway now for Brinkman. Getting back is Bishop to try and draw the foul. Brinkman missed, but the follow-up good from Williams. And the lead now 10. Running the floor back and forward here. This pace would favor Oxnard trailing by 10 if they could put the ball in the basket, but have missed the last few times down the floor. I believe the Coyotes will slow things down here a little bit. McManus, jumper from just outside the foul line, didn't go. Webster will bring it ahead. Vega, working. Pops from about 10. Didn't hit it. McManus pulls down the rebound. Here comes Shelton up the floor, guarded by Vega. Somehow kept his pivot foot down as he was falling backward. And was able to get it to Williams. Over now Acosta. Wants to get it into Brinkman. Brinkman backs down his man. Couldn't get it to go. It was one-on-one against Allman. And now Brinkman again with it. Will get it inside. Acosta, little right-hand hook shot didn't go. But McManus able to pull down the board. Nearly threw it away, but the ball tips over to Williams. He drives, kicks into the corner. Acosta wide open look for three. Took way too much time and missed it. And then an offensive foul called on Acosta as he picked up the rebound, drove to the basket, knocked a man down. And it was Vega he knocked down, so good job by Vega to draw the foul. And I believe we're going to get a timeout on the floor here. 51-41, 6:37 to go. Cuyamaca leading Oxnard. Here, the first of two men's basketball games from the Cougar Cage. Take a break. (51-41). Cuyamaca leading Oxnard here. Consolation game of the Clash at Canyons tip-off event. First full weekend of the 3C2A basketball season, both on the men's and the women's side. I know the Lady Cougars won last night for College of Canyons. And a full slate of games on the women's side. Bounce pass from Vega, went off a few bodies, came back to him, got it to Bishop, three-pointer no good. Williams able to pull down the rebound. Just try to keep it away from Jackson here. So those two battled up the floor. Now King. Sorry, it was actually King and Jackson battling up the floor. So timeout going to be called by Oxnard here. 51-41, 5:34 to go, or 5:43 to go. We'll take a break once again. (51-41), 5:43 to go. So it's Cuyamaca basketball. Revelo on the catch out high, gets it to Fitzner, wants to drive against Webster, threw up a wild shot. I think it was maybe just trying to draw a foul and didn't get it. Back the other way, Oxnard, three-pointer, Vega, short. Rebound pulled down by Ray King. He's gonna go one-on-one against Bishop, and an offensive foul gonna be called against King. And I believe that is the fifth on Ray King, and it is. So King, who had 16 in the first half, plagued by foul trouble, now out of the game with 5:24 to go. And it comes on an offensive foul. Bishop driving, blocked. Williams back the other way, fouled, running up the floor.
Chris Jackson, second personal.
It's going to be a foul on Chris Jackson, his second.
Raheem Williams to the line for 2.
And Williams will shoot 2 here as Cuyamaca in the double bonus. First is good. 11-point lead. Make it 12. Makes them both. Oxnard needs to pick up the pace here a little bit, trailing by 12. It's been a while since they've made a bucket, been stuck on 41 for a bit. Bishop, deep 3, no good. Marvel will pull down the rebound. Shelton will bring it up the floor, guarded by Vega. Vega has to be careful, he has 4. Here's Williams. Over to Fitzner working against Webster. Down low Brinkman. Spin around. Little left-handed hook didn't go. Rebound bounced off the rim, came to Webster. He'll just run it up the floor, goes right to the bucket and lays it in. So Webster gets it back to a 10-point game. Oxnard in a full press now. Trying to make it tough on Cuyamaca, trying to trap. Coyotes able to get it around. Shelton drives, didn't get it to go. Tip put back by Fitzner, no good. Knocked out off Oxnard. Stay with the Coyotes here. Fitzner trying to drive on Webster, fouled by Jackson. And they're going to send Fitzner to the line to shoot 2.
Chris Jackson to foul, third personal. Jake Fitzner to the line for 2.
First is good for Fitzner, lead back to 11. Second, no good, but we'll have an offensive foul. It's gonna go against Brinkman, his third.
Chris Jackson to the line for 11.
Jackson can't hit the free throw. If you're gonna get back in the game, when you get free looks from the foul line, gotta knock them down. That miss from Jackson gonna make it even tougher on Oxnard. And then on the other side, Shelton knocks down a jumper. So it's a 13-point lead. Cuyamaca has stretched it once again. Vega, 3 on the way, no. Gets his own rebound, drives to the bucket and lays it in with the left hand. And then a timeout called, 3:14 to go. Condors take the timeout, they have 1 left. They trail by 11 here from the Cougar cage. Take a break. So 3:14 to go. 11-point Cuyamaca lead. They get it into Brinkman, head to Williams, guarded by Jackson. And I would imagine the Coyotes slow things down quite a bit here. They work into Fitzner, guarded by Webster. Up top, Brinkman at the foul line. Brinkman working against the smaller Allman, able to get it over to Fitzner, missed on the first attempt. And then a foul on the floor, but it'll send Fitzner to the line to shoot two. And it's actually on Aries Vega. That's his fourth. So now he has to be especially careful with 4 fouls. Thought he had 4 before, but only had 3. Unfortunately, the Presto Live Stats fighting us today. As the first of 2 good from Fitzner. Lead back to 12. Allman coming off. Anthony Juarez back in. Fitzner airballs the second. Webster brings it down. Wanted to throw it ahead to Bishop, but Raheem Williams with an athletic play makes what amounts to an interception and then draws a foul. The foul was on, they were confusion at the table. The foul was on Tevin Bishop. The board put up Aries Vega, but it was not against Vega, it was against Bishop. As Williams makes the first. Second, no good. Fitzner pulls down the rebound, blocked by Webster. And Oxnard gonna run the floor back the other way. Good pass inside, easy bucket. Laid home by Juarez. Cuts the lead back down to 11. Full court press broken by Cuyamaca. Shelton will dribble out high. Over to Arevalo. Offensive foul called on Arevalo. So an 11-point game. 2:05 to go. Oxnard needs some sharp shooting here as a jumper knocked down by Juarez. Gets it back inside of single digits at a 9-point lead now. Shelton brings it ahead. A timeout on the floor. Coach Wojo was hollering for a timeout right in the official's ear and he wasn't getting it. I think eventually Jake Fitzner down low signaled for one and got it. So with 1:39, a 9-point game. So 58-49, a minute 39 to go. Remember, one more game after this on the hardwood. Championship of the Clash of Canyons tip-off. College of the Canyons and Bishop will start somewhere around 30 minutes after the start of this one, so I would guess around 3:15. Williams on the catch. Wants to drive. Tried to dump it off to Fitzner. Shelton able to keep it in, takes a three, nearly knocked it down. Webster able to pull it down, wants to sprint ahead. Around Brinkman, the bucket and the foul. It's the fourth on Brinkman. Webster trying to finish it off and get it back to a two-possession game. 7-point lead at the moment. Make it a 6-point lead. Williams into the front court. Offensive foul. And another timeout called by Cuyamaca. They lead 58-52. And it's all of a sudden a close game. Two-possession game here. Bucket by Oxnard could make it very interesting here late. Remember, both teams in the bonus and shooting two the rest of the way, so could become a free throw contest here with a little under 90 seconds left. So 58-52. .65 seconds left. Corner three, no good from Vega. Brinkman with the rebound, throws it ahead, McManus. Bishop couldn't chase him down. McManus an easy bucket, back to an 8-point lead. Under 60 to play. Webster stops and pops a three and knocks it down. Makes it a 5-point game. Fitzner just dribbling out of trouble now will be fouled. It's going to go against Webster's fourth. That'll send Fitzner to the line. It's a two-possession game right now. Fitzner can make it a three-possession game with two free throws here. Misses the first. So the best it'll stay is two possessions. 46 seconds left. Second for Fitzner is good. Webster wants to run it ahead. Drives right to the basket, and he missed it. It's out off of Cuyamaca, so it'll stay with Oxnard here with 38.2. Inbounding from underneath the basket. Webster ran right down the middle and missed. Right out of the inbound play. Missed jumper from Juarez. Foul on Raheem Williams by Chris Jackson. Send Williams to the line with 33. Williams misses the first. That's important right there. Still a 6-point lead. Can get it to 7 here if he makes the second. Misses them both though. Webster ahead. Vega drives, kicks back. Jackson, three-pointer short. Fitzner with the rebound, and he's wrapped up with 24. So again, Cuyamaca has had chances to ice the game here late and have missed their free throws down the stretch, and that's allowed Oxnard to kind of hang around here at a 6-point game. But 2 from Fitzner here would make it an 8-point game with 24 left on the game clock. First from Fitzner is good. Neither of these teams have won a game yet this season, although it's very young. Oxnard 0-1, Cuyamaca 0-2. Fitzner makes both. So now it's an 8-point lead here. Webster wants to drive, draws the foul, and will go to the line. Make it a 5-point game. Timeout called by Oxnard, 16.6 left. That's their last timeout. And we'll break as well. 16-16. 16.6, I mean, to go. As Webster to the line. Makes the free throw. It's a 5-point lead here. And a foul. Not even a second tips off the clock, just 0.5. And Fitzner will go to the line with a 5-point lead. Fitzner makes the first. Back to a 6-point lead. Make it a 7-point lead as he knocks them both down. Bucket from Bishop underneath. Another foul on the inbound. But again, 2 buckets from Fitzner here, 2 free throws from Fitzner, and it's a 7-point game. Cuyamaca backs everybody off. Fitzner knocks down the first. It's a 2-possession game with 7 seconds to go. So you'd need Miracle 3 steal, Miracle 3 just to tie the game. And now you need 3 buckets with 7 seconds, and that is near impossible. And fully impossible at this point. 3-pointer made late. Off the inbound, Vega with a steal at the buzzer, didn't get it to go. The final 67-63 in favor of Cuyamaca. They knock off Oxnard and pick up their first win of the year here in game number 1 of the day, the Clash at Canyons. We thank you for joining us. We hope to see you for the next one and for football later on. But if not, have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you again here on the Cougar Sports Network.